You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and check it out. I am on a mission. I've been on a mission with the entire family for the last 6 weeks to gather all of our Lego sets, which were in bins and boxes, and only a few, which I showed in a previous video, were together, and we've put them all together. Now we've taken all the figures from those sets and set them up and tried to get them all as accurate as possible. As you can see, this is a good decade's worth of Lego sets that have been pretty much disregarded for a long time. But something said, you know what, let's get them all set, literally, and then find all the pieces, get them all back together, catalog them so that they have them stored for later when they maybe have kids. You know, you got to think about those things. So I thought, well, why not show everybody what I have here in their sets for the figures themselves so I can catalog the whole set of figures. So let me do this. I am going to move some things out of the way. It looks a little chaotic here, and then I'll kind of go section by section and show you what I have for those figures. And then, as a bonus, hit an estate sale today. And at the estate sale was a bunch of Legos just in the bottoms of boxes. So for a good half hour, 45 minutes, pick through them all, and I'll show you the 4-pound bag of Lego pieces that I found. All right, so let's come back here to set number 1 of Lego figures. All right, first and foremost are the Ninjago figures, because you saw the sets to these in a previous video, and we have been trying to match the correct heads to the actual bodies, to their legs, to the correct arms, hands, and weapons. It takes time when they're all separated and just kind of mixed up in bins together. And this is as close as we've got. Now, this actually is a complete setup for one of our sets. Let me see if I can move this out of the way. It's kind of big and bulky. So what we did was took bins and boxes of just pieces, grabbed the instruction booklets, and then started putting all of our sets back together. All right, let's get some of these little figures out. Now, these may or may not have the correct weapons. It just depends. When we go finalize the sets to the booklets, then we'll double check what they're supposed to have. And there's some good websites out there for this. Okay, let me get these guys out. There's the black Ninjago figures. We have him in red. I think he's just like a punching bag kind of figure there, that guy. Now, I'm learning here because I'm not too up on all of the Lego stuff. But it is there is a lot of information out there that you can gather. And you can find out the sets, what went with the sets, and the figures that were in those. But the hardest thing is to know exactly what the figure had, because you check websites and you see 2 to 3 different heads on them. So when I look at the booklets, that's kind of the best thing for me, is to look at the booklet, because the booklet shows you the heads and faces that were on them. Now, for you Lego collectors and fans, are you always trying to match them up exactly like that? Making sure they have the right faces and bottom sections. This was another piece to a set. Now the sets are all built, so I was wondering, this is a twofold video. Do you want to see all sets? There's probably 40 sets that we've gone through in the last 2 months to try to get them all as accurate as possible. Another white ninja, blue ninja, gold, sorry, Ninjago. I'm doing this so that everybody can take a nice look at him. I'm sure some of you recognize the figure. Like, was he supposed to have a hat or some kind of top piece? So we tried to go as far as even their weapons to make sure that they had the correct weapons on them. Oh, cha-cha-cha! He just got chopped. Okay. It's hard not to have little things in the way. All right, so that's that. And then I have another bin here with a couple more Ninjago pieces. Now, trying to match these to the set is the crucial thing, and the figure that went in them. Oh, there's that. Alright, so tell me what you think about that. Now, this was a little bag of just weapons extra pieces that we have not been able to place just yet. Alright, so that is the first group. I will put them all back now, but let me just zoom in a little bit. That might help you ID things or say, oh, I have that. Maybe you have some of these figures. I don't know. Okay. And then I'll show you what I have down here. When you have, I want to say it was 20 pounds probably, at least 20 pounds of Legos in bins, all mixed up for all the sets, and just the little instruction booklets, putting them all back together took a great deal of time. All right, let's move on to the next grouping of figures. Hopefully you got a good look at those, and then we'll check out the next group. Okay, so this is Lord of the Rings and Bob Ross. I'm not sure how he got on this one, but he fit right there in the corner. So he doesn't actually go with the set. That's one of those figures you can make at the Lego store by just combining pieces. Now, all these are pretty accurate. We might have some shield changes and helmet changes, and then he, I believe, is supposed to have green around his helmet, so we're still looking for that. Then we got a couple extra shields. I believe one of the sets, there's a blacksmith, so he's using the hammer and the shovel, but that is the Lord of the Rings figures I have. So let's move on to another grouping. Okay, so in regards to Harry Potter, we actually had figures but no set, and in this Batman set we do have, so the figures should be pretty accurate to that set. Have you seen that set? This Dementor here was not part of any of our sets. We found that later in a bin, but he didn't go to anything. So that's it. That's all I have for that little grouping. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the miners we have, I think we have 2 or 3 different sets for these, and the figures are pretty accurate. We have to check with the heads, and then the little rock guys here we have in 4 colors. And then, yeah, some of them have dynamite, little pickaxes, so we're still working on trying to figure these guys out. Let me bring in one while I'm here. This set is pretty accurate to Lego Friends sets, some of the city sets as well. And then there's a boat we have, which is these 3. This guy should actually be over here, right? Maybe it was a later addition. And then this shark, this guy or girl, I'm not sure. And this one go to the shark. And then we have a little motorcycle scene with a police officer, and he's supposed to have some money in his backpack. I have the money. Actually, another figure's holding the money, but that we need to add on. And I think this guy goes to a boat set. I'm not 100% sure on all of those, but I think they're all accounted for on those sets. All right, let me bring in another group. All right, now these, none of these are accounted for in our sets except for a few of the girls. And you can see there's some pieces tucked in there. And I just saw the guy with the money. It's very similar to this guy, same kind of money. This guy was in like a camper scene. We have that one. This guy, we have his set, so he's good to go. This guy, we have a set for him, but his partner back here is missing his head. And then that's really it. You got 2 Indiana Jones there. Bart Simpson, not a set. A lot of these, I'm not sure exactly what they went to, so I'm still trying to ID them and figure that out. All right, 2 more little sets here, and then we'll move on to the bonus bag of Lego parts. Okay, so we have some, what I believe, older figures here. Let's look at these. Well, I'm not sure what sets they went to. They could have been any number of sets. There was a whole space set, and then here's another guy. I'm guessing I had these separated as maybe they're older ones. Maybe not. And then we have this set here, probably the oldest of the sets. These 3 guys actually go to a Ferrari race car set, I believe, which we have. And then their names, we have Massa and, oh, I can't read it. I think it starts with a K. But we have that set, and those are the figures that go with it. He's supposed to be holding a little flag, which we have. These go with sets, I believe, from the 80s. They're called Blacktron 1s. And then this is the little robot that is in one of these sets. So those are accounted for, fortunately. And then we have a chef in here. A couple other figures like this one. I don't know what he goes to. This guy, I don't know what he goes to. This one, I have no idea. Maybe you know out there. This nice little farmer guy. This guy, he's got short legs with a helmet. See, I don't even know if they have the right pieces on them. That's the thing. It's so hard to ID. But if you're looking at Legos and you want to know if they're original, pull them apart. In between here, it should say Lego. Okay, I don't even know if that one does. Yes, it does. And then on the top of the head post, usually up here, it says Lego really small. So that's one way to ID. Here, let me see if I can get you a nice, well, maybe I'll take a picture of these and put them up for you. But those are two ways to check your figures to see if they are original. Okay, that's it on those figures. All right, let's do this. Let me go to my parts bin, show you my parts bin, and then I'm going to show you what I picked up today. I bet you thought I forgot. As I was moving things around, this is the biggest collection of figures we have for Star Wars. And then I have bags of parts, because a lot of these guys, I mean, we're working on trying to match up these guys with the right helmets. The right head should be black. And then if they got the pack, well, this one's actually got the pack attached. Then if this is gray or black, to try to see if we can get these as accurate as possible. The only guy, well, this guy here, we're missing his arm for, and I cannot find just the arm. We've looked everywhere for it. How it got taken off, we have no idea. And here's some extra pieces. I'll just show you what we got. So we're missing some of these black pieces for the waists, I believe, on one of the guys for the set. There's some helmets and heads. Here, I'll do this. Some backpacks. A couple things were drawn on like that. And then here's some body pieces, like we know. Some of these, but we don't have all the pieces to complete them. This one was drawn on, so I think this whole guy had the fate of the pencil or pen or marker. And here's some bases, which we believe are Star Wars. I mean some feet. And then this bag of pieces. Now, this has been here. Let me keep these separated, because when we need something, we go to the specific bag. These are all just extra pieces. We have an extra one of these, but we have a broken set of legs or arms in here, so that's why it's like that. Otherwise, we put them together. And then all of the weapons. Now, many of the guys standing back here in this mass of Star Wars figures. Here, let me give you a better shot. Like these guys up here, all missing pieces. These guys here don't go to any of our sets. We just happen to have the figures. And then I would say this guy's got the wrong top piece. It should be chrome and it's gray. This should be chrome, so it's got the wrong piece there. It's hard to even know the correct orange piece. I see different photos. You got this orange. Here, let me zoom in. I've seen it both ways. So who's right? You look at the booklet, it's hard to know for sure. You got this darker orange, lighter orange. And then all of these other ones here, believe it or not, are in sets. Except for maybe this guy, the R2. Oh no, he's in his own set. This guy's in his own set. So that is the Star Wars lot of items. And then once I now have cataloged all of these with video, I can disperse them into their sets. And we know the bigger picture. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the weapons. And then a lot of those characters all have these weapons, which I believe are all Lego. You really got to study all the pieces, but they look pretty accurate. All right, so that is that. One more look here. Oh, I have another figure off to the side. Let me show you that one. Hold on a second. All right, this Darth Vader is actually in repair. This is the one where you press down on his head, his lightsaber lights up. I'm pretty sure it comes out. There's a little light in there, but his batteries were dead. So that you take off his arm, and you have to be careful because there's wires in there. There's a hole. You kind of push a little paper clip through, and this pops out. So you don't want to try to pull it apart from the back. And then I'm waiting for these two batteries to see if we can get this guy to work. And then here was his the second figure that was in that same set. He probably won't stand up. He's all messed up. So that would, I think it's also this figure, very close to this one. See, but different fronts. So how accurate are these? That's what I want to know. All right. Let us move on. Enough of the figures. Let's look at some parts. This would just be miscellaneous pieces. Some of this is not even Lego. I was just looking like this hat, not Lego. And then I'm not too sure about that piece. But there's legs, which actually should go in a different bag. I'll put the legs in with the body parts. So basically, this is what I'm left with. Like this guy is missing his head. And maybe an accessory piece. I saw another Ninjago figure in here, but he's missing an arm and a head, and I don't have either. Here's what I have left in heads. And then in here is just miscellaneous pieces, black pieces, a few more guns, a bunch of arms, and then all of these little extra pieces. That's got to go to a Batman set. Don't know exactly, so it's kind of one of those things. Oh, that looks like a Harry Potter broom. There's cups and stuff like that in here. This, I don't know, we just found it complete, but not sure what set that goes with. I've seen it, but I can't pinpoint it. This definitely does not look like Lego, so it's mixed in. All right, so there's all my little pieces. Now I'm going to dump out a bag right on the table and sort it with you right now that I just picked up today. All right, this bag, which I weighed at 4 pounds plus without the catalogs or instructions, I just picked up. I spent a half hour to 45 minutes picking through 2 boxes just to see if I can find any of the pieces I need for my mixed set. I don't even know what's in here. It looks like that's Bionicle, probably. Yeah, what you think? You got to make these quick guesses. This kind of looks like Bionicle. I was really curious about this. That looks like Mega Bloks, just the look of the material. Yep, I believe so. So definitely not Lego. But does that make this Lego or not? I was wondering about this piece. There's Lego in there. I don't see anything that says Lego. So I'm guessing it's not. I just thought it was neat that there was a tank piece in there. This? No idea. I don't see anything that says Lego. Okay. This, it doesn't look like Lego. Hard to tell. What I look for on these, of course, the little post says Lego on all of those. Oh, there's a figure. Oh, his head doesn't even turn. Oh, there's another one. So there's 2 figures now that I found in this little collection. Here's another weapon, so that will go with the other weapons. Oh, look at that. A Batman hat or helmet, mask. Another weapon, Star Wars. So it looks like at the estate sale, whoever... Oh, there's another figure. It's nice when you find figures in these big collections. So this definitely now, this Bionicle. That goes over there. Look at that. That has to be a Star Wars ship. Well, and then, let's see. Let me just look at the booklets real quick. There was all these booklets, too. Alien Conquest. This is Kingdoms. We actually have this piece. Oh, wait, did that look like that guy? No. I thought maybe this guy looked familiar, but he doesn't. Here, this set. I believe we have this one, and these 3 figures were in the set that sets of figures you just saw. So we have this one built. Remember, these aren't mine. These were just in a box. Ninjago, don't have that set, but got those figures. I might be able to duplicate that with all the pieces. Alien Conquest. There's another one, so they must have bought a whole bunch of those. Lego City. Cool. Looks like a... What would you call that? It's not coming to me now. Like a truck that grabs other cars. All right, forget it. Tow truck. All right, here's a Halo. Is that in there? I don't know. See, you can find some purple, but that doesn't look like it matches that set. And then the Kingdoms. Ooh, a big set. Look at that. Too bad all this wasn't there. I'm guessing that by the time we got there... Ooh, the tank. That looks cool. A Bakugan card. Another Lego Kingdoms. I'm not going to try to build any of these. There's just no way. There's a Bionicle. And that's the weapon, I believe, that I just saw. Okay. I'm just showing you the booklet, so maybe you can... There's that ship. There is a ship. Star Wars. Oh, too bad that wasn't there in the original box, huh? That would be cool. Another Lego City. Another Halo Wars booklet. They sure did not take care of them. So here's what I'm talking about. You can look at the face that they're using, because that's the face that would have come with the figure in the kit, or the set. And that would have made it much... Ooh, this snow guy. Did I have that snow guy? I have to look now. Maybe he went to this set. It's all about the research, I guess. Kingdoms. I don't know what this is. Some kind of booklet. And then here's another chunkier page. Maybe this book 2 from that other one. Alright, so that was all the booklets. We just grabbed them just because. Let's see if we can find any more figures. Are you recognizing any pieces? Would you have paid $4 for this? That's not like it. Oh, there's 2 more. Oh, I don't know about that. What's that? No arms? Oh, and a green guy. He looks angry. Let's just see if he's even Lego. Oh no, definitely not. Hard to tell. I can't read it. There is something in between his legs, but that's not the shape we're looking for. Let's see this guy. Maybe it was. Let me look again. You got to get out your little... It's in there. Yeah, I think that is. All right. Okay, so that probably went to one of the ships. This went to this ship. It's always exciting when you get Legos like this. And you're like, oh, wait, can I rebuild it? This was built, so this maybe was part of the Kingdom set. This does not look like Lego, so that would get tossed. This is definitely not Lego. Could be Bionicle, right? I have the set that goes with this fender. But it's already together and I don't need it. That? No. I guess what you want to look forward to is printed pieces. Like, there's no way that would eventually went together like that. So this is going to be... I'm just looking for any more figures. We got lucky with 2 or 3. Did I show you that? Oh, here's a little gray phone. A jewel, a little blue jewel. I don't see anything else. A black cup. I see some legs. Hold on. Silver legs. That can go in my bag of parts. This has got to go with the Bionicle guy off to the side. Now here's a printed tile. Another printed tile. That's one way to kind of ID things, is through those printed tiles. A wheel, set of legs. Okay, good. This looks like Mega Blocks. Yep. You can just tell by the coloring and the tops of those. An important piece of glass. Another set of legs. Bionicle head. There's got to be Bionicle. I say Bionicle, it may not be. Shovel. That does not look like Lego, though. This is an important piece for someone building a vehicle. Wheels. Okay. So now I will go to my bins. Another Batman piece there. Pretty nice. Add that to a little section of figures and pieces. I think that's it. You probably see something that I don't see, but... Oh, an arm. A little gray arm. Another little weapon. A printed piece. Not too sure about that being Lego. There was these little gold pieces. They say Lego. I think it went to a calendar or a game. Alright, well there you go. That was my bin day today. Kind of twofold. Definitely not Lego. These are hard to find, these little ones here. I've seen them in different colors. Another piece that's printed, and that says Lego, and that says Lego. Alright. Another little spear gun. Come on, who would pass it up? Even though it took time. Ooh, look at the top of him. I remember that. That might be a Star Wars top. To a guard. Is he in here? Look at that interesting build. Okay. There you go. That's what's out there. If you just go looking. Oh, another helmet. Oh, can you see it? Alright, so I'll finish picking through this, see if there's anything else. I usually take out all the printed blocks, figures and pieces, and kind of match up what I can. Pull out the non-Lego, which looks like that one. Do you think that's Lego? What does it say? I don't think it is. And that's it. And thanks for watching. And if you want to see my 45 sets plus, and by the way, I did not buy all those sets. It was usually gifts. So I felt obligated to restore them all. Let me know. That's got to be Star Wars ship. In the comments. Oh, cracked block. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.